Welcome back, everyone. GReimer here, coming at you from the Clubhouse server, and I have been doing some work. I've actually done stuff since the last episode. The wife and I were actually on over the weekend, and we did some things. Actually, I think it was Friday we were playing. We did some stuff. Check this out. Okay, so you remember the 800 subscriber special that I did where I made the fountain? I've built onto it since then. Not just the stable, which we did in the last episode, but I also have this little house right here. I also got a little vine farm going because I like adding this little mossy stone to stuff. Oh, this path. This path is new. Check this out. Bam. Okay, so this is one of the main roads. Now, it's not going to stay this wide for like the entire time. You know, it's just going a short stretch and then it's going to shrink up. I think it's going to go to right about here. Right about here. Right about here. Yeah. And then it's going to shrink up because it's just a ridiculously huge road. So I'm going to shrink it up to maybe about 3/4 of the size, I'm thinking. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 6 or 7 blocks only. But anyway, I also did the interior of the stable. Check this out. I'm going to give you a little tour. I kind of just went nuts. I thought I would just kind of do maybe the ground or something like that, and then the hours dragged on. You know, it's Minecraft. You lose track of time sometimes. You just kind of do stuff. So I did a whole lot of stuff. I did a lot of decorating here. I moved all the horses up here, so we got Eddie and we got Murphy in here now. They're in here just as safe as can be. I don't actually have a name for my horse because I don't have another name tag, so maybe I'll go visit the shopping district and see if I can find one. Or maybe, I don't know, I guess because I can't AFK fish anymore, can I? So I don't really know what I'm going to do for that. I'll have to try to find a name tag somehow. Maybe go exploring and see if I can't find a mine shaft. There's usually a ton in there. And I got our 2 skeleton horses unnamed because I wasn't really planning on naming those. But inside here, we got this nice big open area here. I put a bunch of hay bales and whatnot in here. Move some lanterns in. See, the lighting's all done with the lanterns in this place. And then in the back here, see, I did the whole fence thing where the wall and the fence where I can fit through here, but the cows and the sheep are too stupid to realize they can. So they're all trapped back here. I moved some of them in here. We got some sheep and we got some cows in the pasture out back here. So I kind of like it. I think it looks nice. This is the kind of feel that I'm going for the whole village, where it's kind of overgrown. Not really overgrown, but kind of woodlandy kind of feel. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm liking the spruce and the oak wood walls stuff. I think that's a really good theme for the rest of the build. Probably gonna stick with it. I have not made a different style roof yet. I stuck with the granite as well on this place over here. You can see some of the foliage I added back here to kind of make it work. I went on a big hunt in the resource world for jungle leaves because I think jungle leaves look fantastic for shrubs and bushes and stuff. But yeah, you can see this. I added the wood roof for this part back here, this little section jutting off the back, and I think it looks pretty good. I kind of like it. And then, so in today's episode, what I want to do is I want to get in here, because I got the floor finished in here, but I didn't do anything else. This is supposed to be a little house, okay? I want to do a couple things. I want to get the interior of that finished, and then over here, maybe not finish the path, but over here I have these these spruce markers laid out. These represent the dock kind of overhang, kind of, what's the word called? Mezzanine, maybe? I don't really, like the part jutting off, like a dock that's jutting off over here that has a big crane on it. And it's used for grabbing supplies and bringing them over here so that we can get them out of the canyon and bring them up here. So there'll be a big pallet attached to it. I think what I'm going to do, if you guys have seen the Vintage Craft build that I did, I think I'm going to bring that crane design into this area here, because I think it just looks so cool. I like it a lot. And I don't actually remember how to build that. I was going off of a video, and I tried to find it, and I can't find the video, so I'm sorry. Whoever made this video, whoever made this design, you get full credit. I don't remember who you are, and I can't find your video anymore. I'm sorry. I went looking for like a half hour trying to find this video, and I can't. So maybe they took it down since they posted it, so maybe this is a unique design now. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to try to build that same one that I built on Vintage Craft, and then see if I can't, I guess, pull it off from memory. Ooh, memory's bad. Okay, and you might notice that there's some torches. With nighttime there, I probably could have looked around a little bit better, but there's some torches kind of spread out here. You see them over there and over that way and stuff like that? These torches represent the roads for this area, at least, is what I'm going for. So there's going to be one cutting down this way, heading north-south, and it's going to head over here, and this is going to be a path. There's also going to be this connecting right here to the 500 subscriber special there, which, by the way, I just want to go look at again. I actually really like how this build turned out. This looks amazing. This looks so woodland, foresty. Like, if I was in Pixelmon, this is where my grass gym would be. This would be amazing. Okay, so, but yeah, then the roads continue on this way, which I believe is west. Oops, took a screenshot. West? Yes, it's west. And they're going to curve along the edge of the forest. Basically, I'm not going to go into the forest. I'm going to keep my town on the outside of it in the field. And then they're going to have a little intersection here. Cuts right in front of the store that, I call it a store, but the place that Mega Grand and I first originally designed, which is still unfinished. I really should finish that. Then it's going to cut this way. There's going to be another intersection right here. And I want to keep this tree involved in it. And it might even continue up this way. I haven't really gotten this far yet. But there might be buildings along this. But I kind of like this tree. I didn't make it. It's just part of the landscape here on the server. And I think it looks fantastic. So I kind of want to keep it. So I might build like a little park there or something. But that's the idea. Oh yeah, and then where is it? Right here. Here's the intersection. A little cross intersection right here. And then the road continues up this way, more buildings and stuff. I haven't gotten the whole place mapped out yet, but I'm just starting to. Okay, so the town up here is coming together. I took a break from the gorge because, you know, it's getting a little redundant. I'm having a little bit more fun up here, so I'll get back to the mining operations down below. But first, I have to get some supplies ready, and I have to come up with some kind of idea of what to do in here. It's got to have a bed, and maybe a little kitchen. This could be the little kitchen. And that's about it. That's about all it needs to have. So let me go grab some supplies. Alright, I got a couple of supplies gathered. I think I'm going to have to go back for some wool, though, because I didn't grab any carpeting. But let's see what I can now. Let's see what I can do with this. Okay, so I already got lights in here, so lighting is going to be fine. But I think this could be like the bedroom area. Something like that. Man, I really got to figure out what I'm going to do for this place. I kind of want to raise this up just a bit. I think that might look good. Let me grab some of that stone, because I can actually make the floor still out of stone. See, it's in here someplace. Let's grab some of this, and I'll sprinkle that in first. Might have to make a couple of trips running back and forth here, but I kind of want to raise this up at least like 2, something like that, and then that will be where the bed is. And then let's get some of this action going on in here. Let's turn these into those, and let's do this. Too much? It's too much. I have the axe right there, like this. Let's go ahead and, man, my inventory's already a disaster, people. Oh my gosh. We're gonna need some steps for sure. Let's just chuck that out for right now. I gotta get some stuff planted down here so that I can actually change this up. All right, so here we go. Here we have a little raised platform where I'm gonna put like the bedroom area. Can I chuck these anywhere so I can pick up that one block I just chucked out and chuck that someplace to get some more room in my inventory? All right, I do want to incorporate a little bit of the other blocks in with this stuff, though. Just a little bit. I don't want to have it just be solid this, you know, something like that. And a little something like that. And then there's still, I'm thinking the andesite, regular andesite would look good if I just squirted a little bit of that in there. Let's grab a couple blocks of that. All right. And then let's pop that in here and maybe right here as well. Boom, perfect. All right, so that doesn't look just plain as day. I mean, it kind of matches the rest of the floor then. Yeah, okay, that matches the rest of the floor. Now the bed I got right here, I got, ooh, not that. I got a red bed. I figured I'll just chuck that right there. Looks good. And I got to put something right here. Maybe the smithing table doesn't make much sense there. Maybe a barrel? I think a barrel makes a little bit more sense. I'm going to probably put the smithing table in the, I can probably remove this then since I got that, that right there. Probably gonna put the smithing table somewhere else. I do need to get some fence posts or something for right there, which I have all of that over here. Let's go and let's add a little healthy mix. I like adding a little diversity in with the block palette that I use, just because I think it really kind of makes it pop. Something like that. I like it. Okay, that's coming together really nicely. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to do up here, although I wouldn't mind having... You know what? I might actually pop this out of there and just take this bad boy and smack it down there. Drop a quick little flower in there. That way I can add this back onto the ceiling where it makes a little bit more sense. Perfect. All right, it's nighttime. Well, let's use the bedroom. Actually getting use out of the thing I just built. Perfect. It works great. All right, yeah, I think that's good. Now for the for over here, because I think in this area what I want to do is a little miniature, like this is a really small space. Okay, so this isn't like a grand nothing. I think over here I'm going to put like a little living room-esque place, you know, study kind of thing. I grabbed some bookshelves, kind of drop a few in here. Something like this. You know what? I kind of like the idea of enclosing the corner, but I think I'm going to put that way. And then that way I can take a workbench and throw it there. All right, so that's coming together nicely. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to squirt a couple little pieces of furniture in here. There's not a lot of space, but right here is where I want to put more of the kitchen area. So that's where I'm going to put the smithing table. I know that makes no sense, but it shows like tools and utensils is what I was going for. A cauldron, and we're going to just drop a bucket of water in there as well. I just realized that's not where I wanted to put it, so I'm going to have to go get another bucket of water. I'm going to put that right there, actually, because I want to put a lever behind it, make it kind of look like a faucet. And I can't do that if there's a window right behind it. So, bam, like that. Does that glow constantly? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that's always going to do that? Ooh, it is. Oh well. All right. I guess our faucet's going to constantly have power. I could use a tripwire hook too. That kind of makes sense too. But I'll change it if it really starts to bug me later. Now, as far as the countertops, let's get over here. I kind of want to put some carpeting over the top of that smithing table for sure, or at least a plate. Let's do a plate at least. Let's make a plate because I don't really like the way the top of that looks. Oops, misplaced that horribly. There we go. Plate there, and then I'm thinking we're gonna probably want something to cook food actually, right? So we're gonna need a smoker. I mean, I'm trying to remember the new blocks that are in Minecraft. I say new, but they've been out for a while, but I'm still like kind of dumb when it comes to that. And how do you make a smoker? Right here. That's it. Yeah, I made one, and I put it in my main base, my main storage area, and that's it. So I've kind of forgotten how to since then. Let's add the smoker in there, and then for back here, should we just do... No, let's get some of this polished andesite. I think will look pretty good. Get a couple pieces of that. I don't think we can make stairs out of that stuff. Can we? Oh, we can. Let's make one of those things. Nifty. Actually, I don't think I knew that. I didn't realize. So let's put that right there, and then I just need one more piece for back there, and that should be good. Andesite. Do I have it in my inventory? No, I don't. Did I run out of it? I might have ran out of it. I think I have some. Hold on. I gotta go grab one. Yeah, I have to. It's important. All right, andesite acquired. I just need one of these guys. Thank you. I can go ahead and just drop that in there. Now, that should be pretty good. I mean, cabinets would make sense too, but I'm not very good at making cabinets. I can put some of these things up top, but I don't want to get too crazy with them. I think like something like that and like that. And then if I were to bring like some fences into there, it might make it look pretty good. Let's take these things actually, since I have a few of them left over. If I were to line the top of this like that, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then the top parts of the barrels kind of look like the cabinet handles, so I kind of like that. So there, you got your kitchen with the lighting and everything like that. All right, sweet. Okay, so I think that's about it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I can drop any furniture in here or anything like that because I don't really know what I got going on for that. But for right over here, I could actually throw that. And I brought a cactus just for some added color in here. Oh, and I also have a painting to hang up someplace. So where am I going to put the painting? Over the door? Whoa! Yeah, perfect. Good. Like it. No, that sucks. Let's. I'm looking for like the too high. Perfect. That's good. That'll work just fine. Awesome. Okay, so the interior of this place is finished. It's done. I like it. It's very cozy. Very, very cozy, actually. This turned out better than I thought. All right, so on to the next project, though. Let's not stop here. We got to get this place, this thing up and running now. Whew, this one's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to probably refer back to one of my own videos to try to figure out how to piece this together. Let's climb up here. Oh, there's an arrow just chilling there. So I'm thinking it's gonna have to come to right about there. Let's go grab that arrow anyway before it despawns. The total height of this. Let's see, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I kind of want to move these over. I think I'm gonna need more space. Like right here. Yeah, right here. Let's raise this up a little bit. And then I'm gonna have to chop this down. Yeah, I don't like how I had that marked out actually. I gotta back this up just a wee bit. Something right here. Alright, that should give me a wide enough space to put a crane. Now the crane is gonna have to have an area to set things too. So I'm imagining like the crane can pivot 90 degrees at least. So right here is where it's gonna have to have like another area for storage and stuff. So as far as the next place, I want to kind of recess it back a little bit. and maybe just have it right here. I think having it right here would work just fine. I have to come up with some kind of design for like the supports themselves. But for right now, I think that just kind of winging it right now will look just fine. Let's double this up just a bit as well. All right, and then raise them all up one more so that they have like a little bit of a lip sticking out the top. Not right here though, this is gonna be in back, because I might actually remove this completely. This is basically like one big dock jutting out the side of the cliff. See, I gotta go up a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. There we go. Okay, basically one big dock jutting out the side of the cliff, and that'll help for transporting supplies and whatnot from the gorge up to, that's too high, up to this elevation up here where the rest of the town is. Okay. Is that good? Yeah, that's pretty. Actually, I think those need to be raised up a little bit too. That's the only one that's actually correct, but I'll get to that later. Okay, I gotta get to putting a actual dock in here now. It's just gonna be oak wood for right now. I'll go through and sprinkle in some more wood variants and probably make it look more like this actually, with the jungle wood. But I don't know how much oak wood do I have. I got some. I still got some oak wood. It's not too terrible. Let's go ahead and turn a bunch of those into planks, and then let's go and turn a bunch of those planks into that because I'm going to need a lot of them. All right, let's just chuck that out for right now. Oh, my arrows are completely full, so let me arrows. Yeah, arrows right there. All right, so let me get up here and start placing some of these guys because I need to get this like dock actually in place before I even start building the crane, and that needs to get done today. So, all right, so let's just go right here. I'm not going to worry about the part right here where I'm going to need to set the goods. I'll probably work on that maybe a little bit off camera or maybe in the next episode. I'm not too sure. But I do want to get this dock at least down and then get the crane built on top of it today. Now I'm also going to have to move the bees. You see the bees down there? Because if that's like a loading area, storage area where the crane lifts things up from there and puts them on the dock up here, I obviously can't have bees tied to a fence post because that doesn't make much sense. I just realized also that I should probably be outlining this with spruce rather than just the planks. So I'm probably going to have to tear all that back up that I just did. But the interior of this can be planks, or at least slabs. In fact, I kind of like it slabs better because usually you do slabs whenever you're trying to conserve resources, but this is like a dock. This isn't meant to be like a complete floor. It's supposed to be kind of a thin, narrow dock. Which means I might want to think about adding more support to the center of it also, because that's where the crane's going to be. That's where all the weight will be then. Although it's not necessary since it's Minecraft. I should probably think about that though. All right, let me go ahead and fill all this in, and then I can get to building. All right, bam, it's all filled in. I think this is where I'm going to put the main support for the crane actually itself. Is pretty close to the front of this place because it has to be able to reach over and try to get to it. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, somewhere right around here I think is where the center of the wheel is going to go. And the center of the wheel all starts with a redstone block. So let's pop this out right here. Let's see, that's where the piston head would extend. The piston itself would be right there, and that means that the redstone block needs to go right there. All right, so there's gonna be 4 pistons in the center of this to kind of give it the inside of the wheel look. Ugh, like that, to smash me in the face. Yeah, kind of give it the inside of the wheel look, you know? And then I got to get up here and place the other one. This is going to be a lot of pillaring up, trying to get things in place. Rise up, there we go. So that's going to be the center of the wheel, like so. Okay, now it's not actually going to be a redstone contraption. This is literally just what the center of the wheel is going to be. So you're going to have like the supports for the wheel going right here, like so. And then they jut out, I think, 2. Let's see, this is where the wheel actually sits. 2 support. Yeah, I think they jut out 2 right there. 3 maybe even actually. Let's go with 3. So this is where the wheel is. Area 3. I think that's right. That's wrong. That's totally not right. Let's go ahead and pop that out one more time. Okay, so now I got to get the actual wheel made itself. So to do that, I need to do something like this. And pop that right there, and then like that. All right, so that's gonna be, that's wrong. It's totally wrong. I'm doing it 1 block over too far. I got to do it right here because I'm gonna put 2 sides of this wheel. So there's gonna be like this side here and this side here. So it's gonna be a rather large wheel actually. And this is basically what's gonna be turning to pull the materials up from the bottom of the canyon. So let's go ahead and chuck in that. Pop these guys out and do the same thing over on this side. I keep thinking my axe is somewhere closer to the front of my hotbar, and it's right next to the wood I'm using. Yeah, got that. All right, and then from there I can do the top portion of it. All right, and cut these guys down as well. All right, good. Now, it's getting dark out again. I really don't want to deal with creepers and stuff. Because when you're sitting there trying to remember how you put together a crane in the first place from like 2 years ago, it gets very complicated, and I can't be worrying about fighting creepers and whatnot. So let's chuck one of those guys there, one of those guys here, that guy there, that guy there. Double that up because I'm going to need to put one there. Double that up because we need to put one there, and I can remove these. Now that should make for the curvature of the wheel, I'm thinking. Now I just gotta raise it up one and bring it in, raise it up one and bring it in. Doing the same thing on both sides here because it's supposed to be a nice perfect wheel look. So let's go ahead and bring this over and bring that over like that. And let me get over there so I get the orientation of the log correct. Good. All right, how does this look when I come down here? All right, let's bring this up too. This should complete the circle. It's like the circle of life, only it's the circle of a wheel and a machine. And then we can remove these. And that should be it. That should be the thing. How's this look anyway? Yeah, I think that looks right. Let's take a step back and take a peek at it. Yeah, that looks like a big wheel, doesn't it? All right. Now, I gotta fill in the inside of this, which to do that, I'm just gonna do something like this, something like that. Actually, hold up one second. I want to, I don't want things, well, I mean, I guess I don't really have to worry about things spawning on this thing. I guess I can not worry that much about it, at least. These things right there, that orientation of the log is gonna really bug me, so I'm gonna quick fix that. Because I just noticed it now when I was over here. Did I do the same thing over here? I think that was the only spot I screwed up on. Yeah, okay. And then let's pop those right there. This is just basically the supports of the wheel. And now I need to get up there myself. So let's grab some just cobble for right now. And maybe actually a pillar underneath me. Yeah, pop that there. Line this right there, and bam. The wheel is done, people. The wheel is finished. There's no more to do on that. Now it's all about adding the rest of the contraptions to make up the crane itself. Yeah, actually, I lied. The wheel isn't done. The wheel's not done at all. I just saw some big problem that I'm missing on it. It's not actually wheel shaped yet. It's Minecraft wheel shaped, but it's not actually wheel shaped. Let's go ahead and get some of these guys going. I'm gonna need a bunch of them. Because I gotta go through and actually add the curvature to this thing by adding stairs. Yeah, I'm not going to worry so much about putting them on the inside for right now, unless it bugs me later. Yeah, I mean, I could just kind of... I think that, I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I guess I could leave it like that. Well, yeah, no. I'm going to leave it out for right now, and then if it bugs me later, I'll come back and I'll add them. All right, let's get up top again and get the stair blocks put on top of this thing here. Oh, come on, I placed it. Just like so. So this is, I guess this is how to build a crane. GReimer edition, you know? Oh, I'm trying to break that with an axe. That's not the right tool. Step 1 in building a crane, always use the right tool. Okay, so for right here, I'm thinking is where this is going to connect. I need, like, basically I need these big pulleys, these big bands going back and forth to turn this wheel, or to turn the crane, actually. I'm thinking they're going to connect right, like here. Right here? Right here. One of them. Let me go check out my video again real quick. Give me a second. All right, I think I figured it out here. Okay, so got to start right here. It all starts somewhere, and it's going to start right here. Like so. All right, wrapping that around there. This is going to be representing the band that goes around it. I am going to need some of these guys. I'm going to probably need 4 more for the other side, but for this side, it should work out just fine. And then this kind of creates a center portion of the band that's going across. by using a different color wood, you kind of get that effect. Now, I am going to need to add another spot for the band to connect to up top here. So something that goes right across and into like the center, like the counterweight. The counterweight in this one is kind of in the front here, whereas opposed to it usually being in the back of these things. Let's go ahead and build. Oh, that's not right at all. Let's go ahead and build this up here, and then nope, almost made it, almost perfect, like that. And then how does that look? It's starting to come together. It's actually starting to look great. Now I need to replicate that, or duplicate that, on the other side, just on the other side here. So let me do that real quick. All right, that part is finished now. It's copied onto the other side. Now I'm gonna need to raise this pole up to the portion, or to the correct height, which I don't actually know what that is. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna bring these in somewhere right around there. Now the counterweight itself needs to kind of sit right here. So I'm gonna make that out of mainly spruce and spruce stairs. So I'm gonna do a little of this. It's gonna take some finessing because it has to look a certain way. Like so, finesse it this way, like that. Good, all right, like that. Now I need to get underneath here and pillar up. Building this in creative mode would be a lot easier. I can go ahead and pop those guys out completely, although I probably won't see them anyway. And let's get around the back side of this here and get up here as well. Like so. All right, now I got to do the underside of the counterweight. Okay, I actually placed it. Okay, that one's completely wrong. I tried to do something a little risky there. Not risky, but a little bold, and I botched it. Let's do that. Let's do the bold thing again. Hey, didn't get it. Guess I'm just not feeling bold today. I gotta eat some more Taco Bell or something. All right, and then let's put that right there. All right, so that should look good for the counterweight. Let's remove this. I probably could have made that out of stone too, thinking of it now, but I kind of like the way that spruce looks. Yeah, all right. Now, it's actually not really the counterweight. It's more like just a support area, but the counterweight juts off of this actually just a little bit farther up ahead. All right, so let me go back to the video again and see if I can't piece together what comes next. All right, back up here on the top of this thing. Now I need to go ahead and raise this up one here, and then I need to make the top like pivot point of the oh, that's not supposed to be upside down, or right side up. I mean, it's supposed to be upside down. I got to make like the pivot point of where the crane itself is like swaying, where it swings from one side to the other. So for that, I'm going to basically just circle this entire thing, and then up here I'm going to create like the opposite thing of what I just did there. Actually, I need to make sure that these corner parts are facing the correct direction, because they're not going to have stair blocks to connect to. So I got to do something like this, and then bring this across to something like right here. And actually, I'm going to need to get these things involved too, because you're going to be able to see the ends of these. So something like that. And then this next part will drop down one, and then put two in there, and then drop one in there. And I think that's it. Yeah, because then the rope kind of connecting this to the wheel will be right there. So let's get these guys involved too. Try to get this sussed up right away. All right, so this needs one more going forward, because it's usually a 4x1 slant is what it looks like it is in the video. So I'm going to do that. Now this is going to be tricky, because I got to jump place. Got it. All right, so then do that, and then that guy, and then two on top again, and then I got to do the jump. Nope, didn't get it. That needs to get removed. Let's see if I can't time this correctly. Got it. Place two, place that one, and is that it? I'm not sure if that's it. I'll leave that for right now, because I'm gonna have to 1, 2, 3. Let me go check real quick. Nope, there's one more. There is one more. I got to do this one more time. Oh boy, this is like a really kind of, if you have vertigo, this is probably a bad thing to watch. Let's go ahead and check that right there. All right, now on the end of this here, I am gonna have to put a stair block, which will come in handy later. Not so much here at the beginning portion. go ahead and chuck that right there and do that as well. All right, so on the back side of this, though, I can't remember how I actually had this. I think it has another stair block, to be honest. No, actually it doesn't. Hold on, I got an idea. I think what it does is it just juts off like that. And then these things. I kind of want to use oak fences for this, though. But let's take a peek how this looks from a distance. I gotta add the slabs underneath, and there's still the counterweight on the front, and that I have to add as well. So it's not done yet, but it's starting to look right. So let's get over here and let's chop this down, and then let's get underneath here. Do I have? I only have 8 of these guys. Might need to make more. Oh, I actually had it in my hotbar. Let's go ahead and make some more of these guys. I don't need any oak logs for this. But I'm going to need some of these guys, and I think I need 1 of those planks, so that'll come in handy. Plus, I can make the fences out of those things later. All right, so let's get up there and try to get this counterweight put in. And this is going to jet right off the front. Yeah, jump over here, and let's... Oh, I need more of those, big time. Let's go ahead and make some more of the spruce stairs, because I'm going to need them. All right, now the spruce stairs themselves, let's see, I just got to put one there. This is where the actual counterweight is. I kind of flubbed it earlier and said that it was the thing behind it, but that's not true. I lied, forgive me. Okay, just like that, good. And just like that, good. Now I have to get underneath there and place some stuff, but while I'm up here, I might as well get to work on the connection point between the counterweight and the actual crane, like so. Oh, getting a little tight fit here. I gotta get some scaffolding-like blocks. They're not actually scaffolding. They're scaffolding to me. I don't know if I'll ever actually use their actual scaffolding block. I keep forgetting they exist. All right, so let's do that, and then right there. And then that is where the regular block goes. Bam, just like that. All right, so now let's remove the blocks here, the temporary ones. And let's get down underneath this thing just a bit and bring myself over. And get the stairs back, because I got to do one of these numbers now. And bink, just like that. Perfect. All right. So let's see how that looks. Let's tear all this stuff down. All right, let's go take a step back here and see how this all looks. I'm kind of having fun. In case you guys haven't noticed, I've actually gotten a little bit of a fire under my butt. Yeah, that looks good. Fire under my butt on this server, trying to get some stuff going on it here, rather than just doing the boring, here's the canyon again. Yeah, the counterweight looks good. I think everything looks good there. I have to actually add the rope, which now that we have chains, I can actually add chains into that. But first, I got to add the rope connecting to the wheel, and that one can't really be chains because it doesn't really work very well. All right, so let's do that. And oops, oh my, I'm screwing everything up. Let's just do that. Let's get a bunch of them. Collect up on some of that stuff there. Now I need to get up there again. Heap ha, hee, hoo, ha. Okay, I'm up here. So I'm gonna just kind of wing it, eyeball this. Something like so. Like so. Like so. Ooh, break my legs. Something like right about there. That's about as far as it needs to go. Maybe one more. Yeah, that looks fine. I know that doesn't really connect, so it looks a little wonky, but I think it'll be fine. So that is the rope that actually connects to the back of the crane. And now all we have to do is add the base of the crane and then the actual rope that leads to where the pallet of goods is going to be, which I'll probably have that suspended somewhere halfway up, halfway down. I also am going to need to terraform this down here. This can't remain this way. I have to dig that back. That'll be probably off camera though. But let's get to work on, I'm going to need this stuff. Yeah, I might need some more cobblestone, because I figure I'll make the base out of cobblestone because that's a good strong block. Maybe sprinkle in some stone brick in there too to kind of add a little bit of diversity in the blocks. But for right now, I'm going to just build it out of cobble. All right, so let's go ahead and get these things in place. Thinking like that. Yep, okay, I need to put that design on both sides here to add a nice strong base to this. And then I'm going to need some cobble stairs also. But first, I got to sleep. Got to fight off those creeps. I fell out of bed. I fell out of bed completely. I got to fight off those creepers, you know. There's some stuff that already started spawning. There's a creeper right there. I would really like to see him go away, and he went away just like that. Take care of that skeleton too. Spider on the move. Oh, I missed. Spider on the move. Got the spider on the move. Okay. I think that might have been the only thing that spawned in, hopefully. All right, let's get some cobble stairs going here. I can actually probably just make them in this set rather than using the stone crafter or the stone cutter, because I need a few of them. All right, let's eat some food too. Good. All right, let's add these stairs now. This is gonna be kind of a close fit here, bink, like that, and like that. And then this part can actually come out a little bit because I want to actually have it go diagonal down. And this part I'm gonna do. Can I get it? I did. I got it. All right, perfect, like that. So that'll add a nice strong base to this. I ran out of stairs already. Okay, maybe I should use the stone cutter. Actually, you know what? I have one on me right here. This thing, the crafting table. I can just make them on the fly. I don't know why I'm running back there. All right, so let's go ahead and craft up a bunch more of those things. And this is the thing that I'll add maybe some cobble blocks to, or not cobble blocks, but stone bricks to. A little off camera. I'll putz with it a little bit and see what I can come up with. Let's make this one a little bit easier. Got it. And that one can go right there, and up here. And I think that does it for the base. Nope, I lied right here. I need one stair. Cheapers. Now I need the stone cutter. Let me run back here. Panting. Okay, got it. One of these guys is all I need. Now I also need one of these guys for the rope coming up ahead in the future, and just like one or two of those guys. But I also need the chains. Where's the chains? Do I have them up here? I have them right here. Good. Now, what are the chains going to connect to? Probably one of these things, I'm thinking. Spruce slab. See that, or maybe a stone something? Stone brick might look good. I don't know. I'm thinking about the pallet as to what I'm going to do with that. But all right, let's get this one last stair block put in place. Like so. All right, so this should complete the crane for over here, at least, for that portion of it. I do need to put buttons on those things, though. Stone buttons is probably what I'm going to use. Look like little nails or pegs that are holding them in place and stuff. So that's still coming. But let's get up there. And, ooh, actually, you know what? One other thing I'm going to need. I got to run back to the base for this. Ow. One other thing I'm going to need, is an anvil. I need an anvil. Here, it doesn't need to be a good one. I'll take mine. I'll replace mine with a better one then. Do I have some smooth stone around here that I can quick make those buttons out of? Something like that. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I just need an anvil for the top of this because it looks great for like a connection joint between the rope and the chain, or the support and the rope. So let's see, buttons. These buttons are gonna go right there and right over here. And then let's get any kind of block. I just need to pillar up here real quick so I can get up here. Put the button on there. I got to go do that on the other side. And then it's all about trying to figure out how to get the rope leading down. That could be fun. I'm going to probably need to grab a couple more blocks for pillaring up for that one. Now, I did leave this place oak slabs right here because, remember, this is where the dock has to jut out to actually place the goods from the crane. So I have to leave this part the way it is. I'll work on that probably off camera a little bit, but I did need to leave that open. All right, so let's get up there. I have a whole bunch of these things that might come in handy. I have the chains. I have the thing. I think I'm good. I just have to... I can probably work my way out from here, actually, rather than pillaring all the way up. Oh, hello, skeleton. I see you down there. Goodbye, skeleton. You are no longer down there. All right, so let me pillar out just a little bit. Is that a little bit more? Maybe 2 more blocks. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's pillar up here so that I can actually reach this thing. Creative mode is so much easier, but that's why they call it creative mode. I need to get a block here, and then I need to get that there. Remove that. Place the anvil. Oh, that's a mistake. I made a mistake. I gotta collect the anvil. I was just thinking, I was like, if I do that... Okay, I got it, good. If I do that, then how do I replace what's underneath it? Okay, so this one I need to place a block. Remove that. Place that thing. There we go. Remove that. Place the anvil. We're cooking now. Alright, so let's get down here a little bit. Let's grab one or two of these things. One should be fine, actually. I think that'll look good. Let's get the chains out here. And let's start digging down a little bit. And we're going to add these chains underneath here like this. Now, on the Vintage Craft build, I just used fences because we didn't have chains when I built that. So this is a little different, but I think it still looks pretty good. Add these chains going all the way down. I do like the chains. I think that's a wonderful addition to Minecraft. I think that's a great feature. All right, so this is where my my little pillar across isn't going to help me anymore. I'm going to have to go up from the bottom. Break my legs. Skeleton. I thought I killed you. Must have been a different one. All right, let's get... Hi, B. Excuse me, B. I need to get up here. Pretty close to underneath it, at least. Pillar all the way up here and see if I can't add some... No, can't reach that. Add some chains onto the bottom of this thing. Because I do want this, like, sticking halfway up, halfway down, you know? Like, it's in the process of pulling it up, so it's not, like, all the way up yet. Alright, that should probably be a pretty good height. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I kind of like the idea of adding, like, a stone... actually, you know what? Polished andesite would probably look better. Let's get one of these things in here so I don't have to jump down. Perfect. Alright, now from there, I want to add some other things that'll add stability to the pallet that's there, like these guys. Let's get over here like that. And then from there, I'm going to add probably spruce trapdoors to the thing. I just got to go make them because I don't have the workbench on me, the crafting table on me. I'm not exactly a professional today. I'm kind of screwing everything up. But let's take a look at this thing and see how this all looks. Now that we have the chain in there and everything, if it's proportioned correctly or what. Let's get up on top of the bushes here. Bam! Look at that. Yeah, that looks really cool. All right, yeah, that actually turned out better than I thought. Man, score one from memory. Yeah, high five. Ooh, high five, yeah. All right, so now I have to get some spruce trap doors down there for the pallet itself. And I don't think that's enough, but I'm just going to take this with me. And I'm going to, where's my andesite? There it is. It's going to pillar across again. I should have just left this pillar here, come to think of it, but I didn't think about that. Jump over here. All right, let's go ahead and add these things. Like so. That one needs to be changed. And then over here, like so, that one needs to be changed. Let's keep them all facing at least this. Oh, you know what? I should have put them the other way because the spruce. Dang it! Hold on. Dang it! Professional. Let me get back up there. I also need to make more of these trapdoors too. All right, let's try this again now from this way. That way they all line up kind of correctly. Yeah, like that. Perfect. That one has to be changed. And that one has to be changed as well. I managed to catch most of them, but there's one that dropped, so watch me be like one shy. Alright, yep, this is coming together nicely. No, I'm not going to be one shy. I'm going to actually have two extra, which is fine by me. Now, this thing right here will have like the stone and cobblestone and maybe some other stuff on it. I can go ahead and place some of that in here right now. The chain itself, thank God this isn't real physics, otherwise I would have just Geronimo'd right there. It can actually be replaced with something else to kind of make it blend in just a little bit better. Something like that. Let's get some cobblestone in here. I need some I need to fix my inventory. I need to sleep also. Man, there's a lot of things I need to do. Let me go sleep and fix my inventory real quick so I can actually do that. I need slabs, I need stairs, I need stuff like that to really make it look good. But mainly I need the day to be here. Alright, there we go. Let's chuck those out of the inventory completely. And then let's go make some stairs and slabs also. Alright, I got some stuff. This should work a little bit better now. Even grab some iron ore. Figured that might look pretty good in here. Let's go ahead and build this up just a bit. And then let's start working in the half slabs as well. And sprinkling some of that for sure. And then, yep, over here. Obviously for the weight distribution, they wouldn't want to actually overdo this. I'm probably going to want to make some stairs. I forgot to make stairs. Oops, I forgot to make some stairs. Let's go ahead and make a couple of them. Cobble stairs I think look good. I think cobble looks good because it kind of looks really broken down more. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. Alright, yep, I'm thinking that will look good enough for what I'm trying to get to here. And let's, oh, that was a full block. Let's add in a little bit of, oops, smooth stone. Dang it! I just opened the door and then closed it immediately, or then sealed it off. Let's get a couple bits of that in there as well. Kind of break up the cobble look, because it's not just cobblestone coming out of this. Yeah, andesite. There's a little bit of that in there. Yeah, that should be good enough. I'm thinking that's good enough. Yeah, and then just to add a little bit of a little bit like the workers were down here, we're gonna just chuck a lantern on there too. That also should help by keeping some of the things from spawning up here as well. Maybe not perfect, but it should help. Oh no, didn't get it. I thought I got it. I'm thinking that's probably it. Let me go remove my bridge that I just failed to jump on, and I'm thinking that should probably be it then for that. I think that part is completely finished. Let's back up here as we remove this. Okay. So let me take one overview look on this and see how it all turns out. Bam! The crane is put in place. I think that looks pretty good. Do I have my interest? I do. Look at this. So let's bust out this thing and let's do a flyby and see how this all looks. Let's get the shield off of here as well, and silk touches back up, which I don't have room for. So let's just put it back down. All right, so let me get the rockets here, and let's get off the ground here and see if we can't take a look. Let's remove the hotbar and everything. See if we can't take a look at how this looks from a distance. Yeah, that's coming together nicely. Look at that. Nice little town with the crane going and stuff. This is what I'm talking about with the mining colony is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I kind of want to build another crane, to be honest. I kind of want to do another one. Somewhere maybe on the other end of the gorge, the other end of the canyon. But yeah, this definitely makes it look more like it's an industrial area with a crane added to it. So rather than just some nice little buildings. So yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to be it. I'm thinking dive bomb, pull up, and land it. I'm thinking that's probably going to be it for this episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, please be sure to smash that like button, as it really helps me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. It really means a lot. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about the crane. What do you guys think about the interior of the house over there? What do you think about the whole place? It's starting to come together now. It's finally starting to come together. It's taking shape. So anyway, let me know down in the comments section. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you again for watching, and bye-bye.